you want. Because that's an easier thing to create. There are more areas that you can create the tints. For example, here's a blue-green hue. Here's a blue-green plus, this is blue-green plus white, and this is blue-green plus white too. You can keep going on this section. So if you want to have 3 tints on your project, or 4, I'm okay with that. But I'm going to suggest only using one variation of one shade. And obviously you can only use one variation of one hue because you can only make a hue once. The one where you're going to have multiple colors of that is only the tint. Is everybody listening to this? Now, in this project here, like I said, only did 6 of them because we only did primary and secondary colors. This is the red shade. Does everybody see this here? This here is a red tint. This here is a red tint. So there's more than one variety of red tint. So I want you to remember you're using tints, hues, and shades on this project. Every single one has to have a tint, hue, and shade. Now you guys are having your paper at 12 by 18, and you're going to be breaking it into 12 sections. This one is 6 sections, so basically what's going to happen here is that these boxes will just be smaller. What I want you to pay attention to is you have a choice. Your choice is to make the same design in every single box. Does everybody see this? See how it's exactly the same design in every box? That's one choice. Your second choice is to make a design where it all comes together like this one. Do you notice how the 4 corners are pointed? And how they all blend together as a design. So there are 2 types that you can do. One where you have the exact same design in every one of your 12 boxes, like this one. Or you make a design that flows together, like this one here. Noticing the pointed corners, and then these 2 match here. Okay? So you need to start thinking about that. You're going to have to design your project. It's not going to be something you're just going to draw real quick. It's a design. And you're going to have 12 boxes. The only difference is that I'm going to have a separation right here. So in the end, if you drew your design, all you have to really do is draw a line down here and it all work together. Okay? Like I said, it's the first time doing this demonstration for you guys. So I'm going to learn with you. I actually have to do the project with you because I don't have one. So I'm going to be doing it just the same as you guys in class. I'm going to be painting just like you. I'm going to be doing everything that you're doing. So, question so far, what I'm asking. How many boxes are we going to need? 12, because we're doing all the colors. In those boxes, what do I need to include from the color wheel besides the colors? What do I need to include in those boxes? Any ideas? There's 3 things I need to include. David? A tint, a hue, and what? A shade. So let's read through the instructions real fast. We're working on a 12 by 18 sheet of paper. You need to know that you will divide your paper in half first. So for example, you will draw down the middle of your paper. We're going to measure down 6 inches. So this is the exact size you're using. You're going to measure down from the top 6 inches. Down from the top 6 inches. 6 inches and draw a line. That divides your paper in half. Is that understood? So basically you're going to have 6 colors up here and 6 colors down here is what's going to end up happening. From there you're going to measure over 3 inches. Measure over 3 inches. Measure over 3 inches and draw a line. Then again you're going to measure over 3 inches this way. 3 inches this way, draw a line. Measure over 3 inches. Everybody understanding what I drew on that paper right there? Do you see how it has 6 across and they're all 3 inches apart? Measuring counts in this class. That's why we've been doing this since the beginning. So you're going to have a total of 12 boxes. That is step number 2. It says divide paper into 12 sections, measure over 3 inches, and make a mark. So basically, totaling 12 boxes. Number 3, design a design that has each box relating to each other. See demo. Demos, guys, I don't have many of them. I have this one here, which is where you make the design so they all flow together. I have this one here where each box is individually the same design. I mean, I only have, honestly, guys, this is all I have. This one here. Okay, noticing these 2 boxes are the same. Did you ever see that? And these 2 boxes are the same. These 2 match each other, these 2 match each other, and these 2 match each other. I have this one, which is a giant flower. They all relate to each other because it's a flower. The student designed it before she put it on the paper. And then I have this one, which was never finished. This one, I don't know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Again, the design's in here. My suggestion to you is to use a ruler on this assignment. Do you notice how straight the lines are? Okay, there use a ruler. This is hard. That's why you guys are the level 3 class. You guys had this class a year, and this will be, actually you had it a year, you'll have it 2 years. You'll have the full 2 years of art, because you had it a whole year last year, and then this year. Yes.
How many points is this?
This is 100 points, guys.
Okay, now I remember.
Yeah.
How long do we have to finish it?
Guys, this is the project, when it comes to painting project, we work on it for weeks. Not just 1 week, not, probably going to be a couple weeks, like 3.
Like a month.
This is...
This is a very intense project, you agree? It's a very intense project. You guys are you're my advanced seminar kids. You've already been in this class a year. The other kids have only been in the class half a year by period 6. You guys are the kids that have already had the art. This year, it looks hard. It's not really as hard as you think. I am going to be there step by step with you because I have to do the same project. I don't really have any examples of this. I have things that don't even actually match yours because you have 12 colors and these only have 6.
Why is it white in the middle?
Because this one never was finished. So this one's white in the middle because this one was never finished. Okay? This was mine. These are mine. I was trying to make it. Can you tell the difference between the paint? Look at this one. Can you see the difference between the paint?
Yeah.
Does anybody know why they're different?
The tinted shadow.
One's cheaper.
Look at the quality of the paint. Not the coloring, the quality of the paint.
Rough.
This one looks shinier. Do you agree with me? This one looks matte. Neat. Looks really flat. This one here is tempera paint. This is the cheapest paint you can buy. They use it all the time in kindergarten to paint posters and things like that. This is acrylic paint. You guys will be using acrylic paint. Tempera paint, honestly, when you look at it, some of it looks shiny, some of it, the lines don't get covered up. It's very chalk-like paint. It looks kind of like chalk, where this one isn't. So please remember when painting, guys, you know I have enough coats for you. Wear coats because acrylic stains.
Don't worry, I got a sweater.
You had a sweater last year, and I remember it got all stained up too.
I think my shirt.
All right. So listening closely. Step 4. Remember to have hues, tints, and shades. You may start with any color you want on the wheel. So, eyes up. Every one of these kids, for some reason, chooses to start with red. Do you have to start with red? No. If Solomon wants his very first box to be blue-green, Solomon can choose to start with blue-green, but the next color next to blue-green has to be what? Blue-violet. Then it has to be violet. Then it has to be red-violet. Then it has to go this direction here. Is that understood? If Solomon started with blue-green here, then the next color is blue-purple, and then purple, then red-purple, and then he continues down like a circle. He doesn't start here and give the first 6 colors and then start over here. He has to go in order. He has to end up with what color right here on the box next to blue-green? Green. He has to end up with green right here. Okay, because he has to go in a circle. No one told you you had to start with red. I think it's more interesting when you don't copy everybody in class and you start with whatever you want. Most kids, for some reason, when I ask them to do the color wheel, they automatically want to start with red. It's the dominant color and they notice it first. You don't have to start with that color. Okay, who had a hand up? I saw it. David.
It's like that top one color on the bottom.
Yeah, because when it's broken up in half, it's wonderful. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to show you measuring techniques. But here's the thing, you're not going to have any ideas. We'll measure out our boxes first. We'll have it broken into 12 sections. But you don't have an idea yet for your design. Okay? I gave you this piece of paper, and it's blank on the back. It might benefit you to draw boxes for you to look at little designs and decide on the one you want, because then you'll be sketching it into your main project. This class, guys, it's not a hand-holding class anymore. It's a more of you do it on your own. Because I'm going to give you the basics to start the assignment. But it's going to be up to you guys to utilize what I've taught you and input it into your assignments. Okay? Questions? All right, meet me at the back.